Hello and welcome back to the Idiot Rambles podcast, the podcast where I, an idiot, either ramble about a random topic on my own or I bring in a guest to ramble about a topic. Today we have our first guest of the podcast, Alvin. Alvin, go and introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm Alvin. I'm not the idiot as stated in the title, but I am here. I am a guest, and we're gonna talk about something. I don't know about what yet, though.
Yeah, I haven't told him the topic yet because I wanted it to be a surprise. Because this topic, you can't really tell someone about it before. It has to be right off the cuff. So, are you ready, Alvin?
Right? I'm ready.
Alright, so basically, what would you do? It's 11 p.m. at night. You just got home from your job at the coal mines. You put your hat on the coat rack. You put your coat on the coat rack as well. You're ready to just, you stretch your arms out in the air. You do a big yawn. You kick your shoes off. You're about to lay in bed. You walk in your bedroom and you see your entire bed is gone, and the only thing left there is a note. And you open the note, and in Crayola crowns is written, if you ever want to see your bed again, go to this address tonight. And you see the address goes to IHOP. So what would you do in that situation?
Um, well, I think I'd go to IHOP
You go to the
and then get
IHOP?
get my bed back.
So what,
Yeah.
you make it to the IHOP and then what? Would you like go to the front desk or what?
Yeah, I gotta ask around.
I guess you used to go up to an employee. What would you say? Like you go up to the person in the front. You're like, how can I take your order? What do you say?
I don't. Where do I go from here? I don't ask the employee. I don't care about the food. I'm trying to get my bed back.
So
Actually, I'll sleep at I'm sleeping at the IHOP.
you're sleeping at the IHOP.
Yeah, I'll
Where
sleep at IHOP.
where in the IHOP?
They got like tables everywhere. I could fit on one of them.
Or if like you try to go down, lay down there, an employee walks up to you and you're like, psst, follow me. And they lead you to the back, and there's a door there. It's in a darkened room. There's a single door, and they say, walk through there, and you'll find what you need. Would you walk through that door at that point?
Yeah, I'll walk through there. I trust strangers 100%, to be honest.
You walk through the door, and it's just a normal sized IHOP from the outside. But when you open the door, the room you see in front of you is a Scrooge McDuck vault style room. Just this huge, huge room going up hundreds of feet. And through the entire room is just hundreds upon hundreds of beds stacked upon each other in different rows. And you
How far
see,
did you think of that? No, no, no. How far did you think of this? Like, how far ahead did you think?
I've had a solid week and a half to stew on this, so wait, you see
I think
hundreds and hundreds of beds stacked on top of each other. You see your bed's right in the middle of a stack. There's beds on top of it, there's beds below it. So how'd you get your bed at that point? Or would you take someone else's bed?
No. I'm staying in there.
You're staying in there?
Yeah.
So what are you just gonna like? Are you gonna climb up to on
I'm,
top
I'm,
of the
I'm gonna
bed?
I'm gonna live I'm gonna live at IHOP.
You're gonna live at IHOP?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to bed there, you sleep, me. You wake up, you go to get your breakfast from IHOP because there is an IHOP. So you got pancakes for breakfast. You gotta open the door, and you find out it's locked, and no matter what you do, you can't open the door. So what'd you do?
I'd be chilling. I just go back to bed.
You just go back to bed. Like, what if like
Yeah.
2 days have passed and
I mean, I don't have to pay rent. You
you
know what I
haven't
mean?
had
I
two
don't have,
days
I
of
don't have to
pet?
do anything.
You
I get
haven't,
free food from the IHOP.
but you haven't had food and water for 2 days now because you can't get out of the room. What would you do?
Oh no, I'm just locked in there now.
In there, what would
I would I'll take a laser and cut out a circular hole in the wall and then just like push it out
you like
and then
pocket?
leave the IHOP.
So you cut the laser in the wall. You try to leave it, but then a bunch of armored trucks pull up at that exact instant. A bunch of SWAT members pointing guns at you, and you see a businessman in a suit. He looks like he's about 62. He walks up to you, and he goes, well. What would you do? What would you say to him?
Or what are they like threatening me?
Well,
Like,
he all he said so far is whoa, and he's walking up to you. He's kind of like,
I'll wait for his next move because I already know what I could do, but you know,
I guess, what if he doesn't say anything? He's just waiting for you to say something.
strip down naked and whip it out. Because at that point, like they're all adults. They can't look. You know what I mean? So I can just walk away however I want.
Okay, what if that exact instant, the businessman choked you? He grabbed you by the neck, threw you against the wall, Wesker style in Dead by Daylight. He's grabbing you by the neck and he's choking you out. He has you lifted up against the wall. It's like that scene in Star Wars: A New Hope. What would you do in that situation?
Well, in that situation, I'd be naked. So I don't know
No,
how I
no, no.
would
But like
feel.
you aren't able to get naked yet, because like as soon as you try to get naked, he
Oh,
does that.
okay.
Yeah.
I would still try to get naked.
What if like as you try to do it, a bunch of multiple arms appear out of his torso and they pin you down completely, and you can't move at all?
But why do I feel like you haven't thought that far into this? We're just like we're
I
just.
have. No, I have. What'd you do?
uh, I'd yeah. What if I just like moaned in his ear or something? Like I don't know, like make him uncomfortable.
What if after you did that though, he headbutt you, you fall unconscious, and then you wake up and you're in your bed, and it's in your bedroom. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, the same time you go to the work at the coal mines. You don't feel hungry, you don't feel thirsty, you feel fully refreshed. But there's a note on top of your forehead that says, "Don't mess with us again." What would you do?
I'd become the manager of IHOP.
You become the manager of IHOP? How'd you do that?
Yeah, I'd get a job at the IHOP, spend multiple years working there, work my way up the line, and then
Uh-huh.
become the manager of IHOP.
What if as you get promoted to manager, the former manager's like, "Here, you're gonna want to see this." And right below the desk, there's a little vault, and he says, "At 9 p.m., open this vault, and you'll find what you've been looking for." What'd you do?
Well, I haven't been looking for anything, so I'll save that vault for later.
I'll save that vault for later. So you just keep working there for years and years and years.
Yeah, one day if I do need something that I'll be looking for, I'll open the vault
What if
at 9 p.m.
you lose your car keys at 8:59 p.m.? What would you do?
I lose my car keys at 8:59 p.m. I go back to the vault and open it at 9 p.m. sharp.
What if as you open the vault, you're sucked into a little miniature world, and you find yourself on top of an IHOP pancake, James and the Giant Peach style, and there's a bunch of other like wacky, like all the mascots of IHOP and IHOP are there as well. What would you do?
What's the mascot of what is the IHOP mascot?
I would
I, I
assume
I gotta look that one up.
go and
Do they even have
look.
a mascot?
I'm
I don't know if they have a mascot.
I'll look it up too. IHOP mascot. Okay, their mascot is
It's an
a
anthropomorphic
it's
pancake.
animal. Yeah,
Or,
so you wake up.
no, it's a cookie. It's a cookie.
That is not a cookie. That is absolutely.
Okay, well, no. There's an IHOP cookie mascot, and then there's an IHOP pancake mascot.
Okay, so what do you wake up on an IHOP pancake, you're like in a miniature world, and you see the IHOP pancake and the IHOP cookie waiting there for you, sitting patiently, and thrones that are also floating, and they're thrones made of blueberries. What would you do?
I think it's like I'm gonna get on with the IHOP pancake and the
What?
cookie.
What if that boss from years and years and years, like over a decade ago at this point, he appears back at that exact instant and goes, "Tut tut tut." And
What do you mean?
then,
Like while I'm like mid strokes with the pancake?
no, as you're about to make a move, what'd you do?
Shit, I'll go for him instead. I don't care.
What if he pulled out the laser that Syndrome has from The Incredibles, and he like stops you in place, and he has like you have a little blue lightning around you. Then he starts monologuing. He goes, "There's a reason I stole your bed all those years and years ago." And
Is
the
the former manager of the Incredibles villain?
huh?
Is the former manager the Incredibles villain?
I mean, he has the gear, but you don't know if it's actually him. And then as he goes, and the reason I stole your bed is, but then at that exact instant, he suffers from cardiac arrest. He clutches his heart and he falls to the ground. And as you go to check his pulse, he's dead completely. And as you look behind you, the IHOP pancake and the IHOP cookie have disappeared. Now you're just on top of this IHOP pancake in the miniature world all by yourself. What would you do?
Steal the manager's skin and then steal his identity.
Steals identity, but how are you gonna get out of the miniature world?
I'll find a way out.
You'll
I'll
find
like, yeah, I'll find a way out.
No, you gotta give an exact reason to how you'd get out.
Um, all right, like how is this like world structured?
It's the real world. I mean the miniature world. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, this miniature
it's.
world.
I mean, it's in the real world. You're just like a tiny little guy on top of an IHOP pancake, and you could look at. It's like in the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's like that. And as you look up on the clock, you see it's 7:57 a.m. and you see the IHOP's about to open.
Well, I'm the manager of IHOP, so it's not gonna open.
You're just gonna.
I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't open.
So what if like it goes like that for days and days on end and it just doesn't open? Police start investigating around the place.
Well, they're
And
gonna they're gonna see me on top of a massive IHOP, or they're gonna see like a miniature me on top of an IHOP
but like
pancake.
you're
So
so small, you don't even look like a person. They think you're like an ant or something and they start shooting at you with their gun. What'd you do?
they're gonna start blasting at the ants.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Uh, we're gonna like move on from Honey I Shrunk the Kids to like I don't know James Bond. That's what it's gonna be.
James Bond in the world of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're dodging all this stuff and everything. But then you go back to that vault that you had seen. You go back through it, and as you go back through it, you find yourself all those decades and decades ago, back to before you were a manager, the day before your bed got stolen. What would you do?
Just a long dream. I'd go and take a nap.
You gotta take a nap? For
Yeah,
how
I'll
long?
take a nap. Maybe like a couple hours.
Couple hours? And then
Yeah.
what if like you went to bed that night, it's the next day, and you found out you're in a Groundhog Day scenario now, and you keep reliving that same day over and over again? What'd you do? How'd you get out of there?
By the way, this is like assuming I have no family, no wife, no kids.
Yeah, it's assuming
When to
you
check up on me. I
you
just
know
work.
what?
I just work at the coal mines. I'm like I'm just an NPC.
You are an NPC. You are a background character. You're living through this Groundhog Day scenario now. What would you do?
Well, I try to end my own life just to see if it resets. Does it reset?
No, you're still in the Groundhog Day scenario.
No, I mean okay. So I'm still there even if I I'll try to take myself out.
Yeah, if like you kill yourself, you just wake up back at the beginning of the day again.
I'll just go through the same thing over again. Just like make different choices.
It'd be like a choose your own adventure novel.
I'll actually start like how far am I set back right now? Like if I'm you know
Uh, 13 years and
13 years, dude,
40
13 years.
days
I
prior.
think I would invest in multiple stocks.
But you're reliving the same day over and over again. You don't have the chance to really do anything with those
Um,
investments.
no, I'm gonna use the money solves everything. I'll just use the ungodly amounts of money I make from having insider information. to help me get out of this Groundhog Day
You'll
situation.
leak the insider information the same day and get all that money the
I'll,
exact same day as well.
I'll get myself arrested.
You'll get yourself arrested. You'll
I'll,
likely.
I'll like publicly leak insider information, and then they'll like arrest me.
What if
I'll go through I'll go through every timeline.
what if as you like they arrest you, you're in the
You,
interrogation
you,
room.
you,
You're in the interrogation room. And that same businessman walks back in, and turns out the entire time this businessman was actually a version of you from 80 years in the future. Like he puts on a pair of glasses, and you could tell that it's you. 80 years on, he's got scoliosis and everything. You can tell it's you. What would you do?
I'd ask him to give me more insider information. I mean, it's me. I would do it. I would help myself out.
What if he tells you a sad backstory though of how he was trapped in that Groundhog Day scenario for 2 centuries, and once he finally got out.
What do I age? Do I age in the Groundhog
No,
Day
you don't age in a
scenario?
Groundhog Day scenario,
Okay, I
no.
don't.
But
That's kind of chill to be honest.
he lives through
That's kind of chill to be honest.
he lives through 2 centuries, and he has all the knowledge in the world. So once he finally gets out of it, he he's rich and powerful. He's the most powerful man in the world, but he's also lonely. So that's why he goes back in time and does all of this to you. What would you do? Like, how would you react?
So I did that all to myself because I'm sad and lonely.
Sad and lonely, and you wanted to teach
But
your past
I
self a
was
lesson.
to be fair, I was already pretty sad and lonely if I'm an NPC coal miner with no friends, no family, no kids.
It's kind of like that scene from Interstellar, the movie you've never seen before. It's a lot like that scene.
Oh, of course.
So what'd you do?
I'd be kind of chill with it. I wouldn't do anything to be honest. I think I'll still follow the same plan. I'll just like make every choice possible.
So then, after 2 centuries being
Yeah,
in prison,
you like the theory where like you if you make it like a small choice, the universe splits into two.
yeah.
You know, there's like one world where you make the decision. Yeah. No, I would just do that, but like for literally everything.
So then, after 2 centuries, you get out of the
I'll,
Groundhog Day scenario.
I'll also gain ungodly amounts of knowledge.
Yeah. So you become the old version of you, and you do
Yeah,
the
I'll
exact same things
repeat the cycle actually.
So it's just a never-ending loop.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. That's the podcast. Thanks for coming on here, Alvin.
Is this what you spent a week on?
Yeah, I spent a week stewing on this. I've been very excited to give this topic to you specifically.
It's like yeah, no, thank you.
Alright, and stay tuned for next week where big things will happen. Okay, bye.